At the foot of a towering mountain lived a man named Darman with his wife and their 2 children, Raka, who was 4 years old, and Ayu, who was just 3. Their home was simple, only a small wooden house, but it was filled with laughter and happiness. The family's life depended on nature. Darman diligently worked on their small field, gathered forest produce, and fished in the clear river. Though they lived modestly, they were always grateful because they could eat from the fruit of their own hard work. But one evening, terrible news spread quickly through the village. The mountain, which had always been calm, began to show signs of fury. Thin smoke rose from its peak. Rumbling sounds could sometimes be heard, and the ground trembled slightly. The village chief immediately gathered the people. "Brothers and sisters," he said with a grave face, "this mountain will soon erupt. For your safety, leave our village at once. Do not wait any longer." The warning threw the village into chaos. Some families quickly packed and left for distant places, but Darman and his wife only looked at each other. Their life was already so difficult. Where could they possibly go? They had no wealth and no relatives outside the village. With heavy hearts, they decided to stay, but that decision turned into sheer terror. A few days later, when the mountain truly erupted, fire and ash shot high into the sky. Explosions shook the earth. Darman quickly grabbed his children's hands, while his wife held Ayu tightly as she cried in fear. Together, they ran with the few remaining villagers. In the panic, Darman found a dark cave. Without a second thought, they rushed inside. Through the cracks of the rocks, they peeked outside. The sky was red, ash rained heavily, and the mountain roared with a dreadful sound. Inside the cave, the little family could do nothing but pray that they would still be alive when the morning came. Several days after the mountain erupted, the state of the village changed drastically. The forest that was once green was now covered in ash. The clear river had turned murky, and the fields could no longer be cultivated. Houses were damaged, some burned, others buried beneath soil and stone. Darman tried to steel his heart. He returned to his wooden house, still standing though covered in ash. Yet each day grew heavier. Food supplies were running out, while his 2 little children cried from hunger. His wife could no longer hold back her feelings. "Honey, how long can we live like this? I'm afraid our children will fall ill. There's no more food, nothing left for us to rely on," she said, her eyes brimming with tears.